Chapter 4, Configuring Authentication. This tutorial we see about what is called create profile and limitation of the create profile. Already we know what is create profile. Even though if you know already create profile, here in chapter number 3, if you see, already we studied the create profile regarding sessions and session per user and what is a connection time. Everything we studied already, but it is very limited. We studied about what is called the create profile. But here we study about what is the detail about the create profile, what are the limitations of the create profile in very detailed manner. We'll study the create profile. So that's what this full chapter, entire chapter, we talk about what is called the create session information. So if you see here, the create profile, session per user, you see here, session per user, 1, ideal time, connected time. This is what we studied. Last year we studied about how to create the create profile, how to assign the profile to the user. That's what we studied about in chapter 3. Chapter 4, if you see, we study about only the configuring. So now we can come what is called the authentication. Authentication means verifying the identity of someone, that is user, device or other entity who wants to use data, resources or application. Authentication also enables accountability by making it possible to link access and action to specific identities. After authentication, authorization process, that is create role like that. Authorization process can allow or limit the level of access. So what is the level of access? Whether create session or system privilege or object privilege like that, permitted to the entity. Oracle database requires special authentication procedures for database administrator because they perform special database operations. Oracle database also encrypt passwords that we study in later chapters during transmission to ensure security of network authentication. Password must not exceed 30 characters or 30 bytes. To create password for user, you can use create user or alter user. We already studied. SQL statement that accept identified by class. We already know this. Create user username identified by password. That we already know. If you want to change the password, we can change what? PS1. This way we did it already. So about managing password. Database security system that depends on password require that password be kept secret at all times because passwords are vulnerable to theft and misuse. Oracle database uses password management policy. The database administrator and security officer control the policy through what? User profile, that is create user, using the limit they are using it, enabling greater control of database security. Use the create profile statement to create a user profile. The profile is assigned to user with a create user or alter user statement. Finding user account that have default password. What is default password here? The user account that have default password. The default accounts are what? HR, Scott Tiger, very famous. OE, that type of file. Using a default password that is commonly known make database vulnerable and attacked. Everyone knows it. What is the username and password? Usernames are Scott, HR, and other. So find both locked and unlocked account that use default password. Here I want to explain this account status. In DBA user there is 4 account status is there: lock, expired, and then open. Unlock means open. Grace time. This is 4 different account status. By default, all default password, that is DEF default password, that here you see DEF means default password. This is one data dictionary view. DBA uses with the default password. That view, that is data dictionary view, that will give the importance of what are the users have the default password. It will give the list of users, those who are start here, you see list of user having the user password, that it will give. You can see in page number 49 also. We go and I will go on show it. What is the page number 49? In 49 I can see the HR, PM, BI, ORA, and then what? Scott. Here you can see all are outer all are what? Default username, default password having users. That's what here I want to mention. So this is called the default user. This is one of the what data dictionary views. So to change the password for any account, suppose I want to change HR or Spot, what alter user? Naturally, alter user account unlock. Why I am using account unlock here? It is locked already. See, lock and expire. By default, lock and expire. All default users. So identify by new password. Replace the password with password security. Now we want to see configuring password setting in default profile. We already know how we can put limitations. How we can put limitation at all. Yeah, already we studied session per user, ideal time, this and all connection, this and all profile. The profile, what is profile? Profile is a collection of parameters that sets limit on database resources. If you assign the profile to user, then the user cannot exit the limit. So if I assign the profile, at the end, profile name in the create user we are doing. You can use profile to configure database setting. So session per user, already we know, logging and tracing feature and on. Profile can also control user password. Whatever user using password, they can control it. To find information about the current password setting in the profile, you can query what DBA profile. Already we studied in chapter number 2, DBA profile. So now we can see alter profile or create profile. Anyway, suppose already professor is created, use alter profile. Alter profile limit. This is a word, very important. Failed underscore login underscore attempt time. What is failed underscore login underscore time? Only I want to explain this. Suppose I have password. My password is Ahmed. My username password is Ahmed. Instead of Ahmed, I can give A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, AHM, AHME, something like that. 9 times I can try with wrong password. After 9th time only it will what? Unlock. So that is it. Lock it. Not unlock, lock it. So password lock time is what? 10 days. 10 days it will do. If you are not mentioned, by default what? Only 1 day. You can create or modify password specific parameters individually by creating what? Create profile or alter profile statement. Now we can see what are the limit in the create profile. Create profile, we know that. There is very important settings are 6. One is failed login attempt. What is failed login attempt? Set the maximum time user try to log in, failed before locking the account. So they can try wrong password with how many times? Password grace time. Suppose I can use the limitation. Every 3 months I want to change. That is 90 days. So 5 days before or 6 days before, it will inform, change your password. Your password to be expired. That is called grace time. Yes, 7 days before. Password lifetime, 180 days. That is 6 months. Lock time. 1 day it will lock. Automatically what? After 1 day, it will unlock. So set the number of days account will be locked after a specified number of consecutive failures. Consecutive, suppose 9 times I tried. After that it is locking. So even what will happen? After locking time, after 1 day, it will automatically, after the time pass, then the account become unlocked. The user profile parameter is useful to help prevent whatever it may be, but automatically it will what? Unlock after the particular time. This is a 4th parameter. What is 5th and 6th? Password reuse time. So set the number of days before with the password cannot be reused. There is one parameter is there unlimited. Suppose I am using password Ahmed is Ahmed. I am changing. I am changing the actually 180 days time. After that I want to change. I have limit time. I never use after 150 days. So password reuse time, I will say that suppose my lifetime is 180. I say after 200 days or 300 days only I can use. So within the 300 days, whenever user created, I can't able to use the password. After 300 days over only, I can use same old password Ahmed. In between what I want, I should change some other password I will use. I can't able to use the current password to be that become expired. That password I can't able to use. So password reuse maximum. Set the number of password changes required before the current password can be used. Suppose I will say, suppose I have profile, create user, username, password and password name. Suppose my user is Ahmed, my password is Ahmed. How many, suppose I want to change, after some time I want to change it, maybe failed login, unlock it, again I can use, or otherwise lifetime is over. This way it is there. How many times I will change in between them? Because my reuse time is 180. So what not my reuse time is 300. What I want to do here is nothing but, suppose I want to change, I will mention here reuse maximum 3 times. Reuse maximum 3 times, what is the meaning is, suppose I am using now Ahmed. I should change 3 different passwords. Maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe ABC, maybe XYZ, like that. 3 times I should change Ahmed password. 4th time only I can use now current password called Ahmed, old password. In between I cannot able to again use the same old password. So after 3 attempts, 3 changes of the password. That's what reuse maximum. Reuse the same password. That is a meaning. So automatically locking a user account after a failed login. Now we want to say each one individually. Oracle database can lock user account after a specific number of consecutive failed login. We see each parameter. This is what is failed login, what is grace time, what is lifetime, each individual we see. So after a specific time interval, required database administrator intervention unlock. Slide 37 and 38, we can go on, see what is exactly this example. 37 and 38, if I see it, how it will lock the particular thing. You see here, fail login, create user Zina, and session, alter user this is. Now what is the password? Now password is JI2. Create profile, I given profile here. Connect JI from password because it's old. Now current is password is there. Failed login how many times? 2 times. Again I am trying. Again it is saying. Again trying what? It is not giving error. Now you see lock because 2 times it won't lock. Third time what? Third time I am trying what? Lock. Even though correct password. Are you getting? Even though current password JA2, it will do after 2 attempts. It is locked. You can check the status of any account, whether it is open or grace. How I can know status? Select account status from DB user where username is Dinan. So what is the lock? How I make unlock? Alter user Dinan account. This way I can do the unlock statement. Now you can see what is statement. Previously account locked. Now I did unlock. Now this is what an example there. So whenever I do this way I can find the unlock. So the database administrator can also lock manually. Then you should unlock what? Manually. That is what explicitly do it. You can specify the permissible number of failed login attempt. Create profile statement. You can also specify the amount of time the account remain locked. How many days we want to time. That is called lock time. Lock time how many days? 30 days. That way. Set the maximum number of failed login attempt is here 10 and 30 days lock time. So the account will unlock automatically after 30. So it will open after unlock, it will be open. So if you do not specify the time interval unlocking account, then password lock time is what? 1 day by default. If you specify password lock time is limited, one thing is what? There is 3 methods. One is you should specify some number. One is if you don't specify the number, it will take only 1 day. Third is another parameter for unlimited. If you specify unlimited, you must explicitly unlock the account by using what? Alter statement. You see here. So if I say password lock time unlimited, here you see password unlock. My password is what? J1 I am giving. Error is J11. Okay, no error. So what is my password? JI2. This is what I will use in the previous one. JI2. Here see JI2. Here I use. So what I will do is here I can use JI3. 2 attempts is failure. Already it is there. So it is locked. Now connect password is password. Alter use what? Account unlock. I will explicitly unlock. It is given unlimited means I can open it because it never open after 1 day. User should be open. So this is what then you should explicitly unlock the account by using the alter user statement. For example, assume that password lock time is unlimited and specified for zone. So whatever it may be 40, the same example. That's what I'm saying. The same example if it is there. So alter user account unlock. Just now we studied. Alter user successfully log into account Oracle database. Unsuccessful login attempt count the user if it is non-zero or 0. So this way I can explicitly lock also. Alter user username account lock. The alter user statement explicitly lock or unlock user account. For example, the following statement lock the user. So explicitly if I lock means I can unlock also there. Otherwise it will be 2 methods. One is manually I unlock it or I can lock it by unlimited word. Both will lock means explicitly I should do the unlock here. So controlling user ability to reuse previous password. Now what? Now here what are the parameters over now? We see what are the parameters. We know failed login. We know lock time. This 2 is over. Another 2 is remaining. We'll see later. Now we see how many times I can use the password. You can ensure that user do not reuse the previous password, specific amount of time, or a specific number of password changes. To do so, configure the rules for password reuse with create profile, alter profile statement. Reuse time you already know. How many times, a number of specific, how many days between earlier password and user password. Here also I can use unlimited. So I can say that after 200 days, suppose my lifetime is 180, that is 6 months. I will say another 3 months I can't able to use the password. So 180 plus 90, I will say I can't able to use the same password. That way I'll give it times. Password reuse maximum. How many times before that I want to change the password. I already explained this. If you do not specify parameter, then the user can use the password at any time, but it is not good security. If you don't mention these parameters, you skip the create profile. It is not good security. For example, suppose the profile user A password reuse maximum set. They are setting two methods. Then until 30 days it will do. We already know. If either parameter specify unlimited, then the user can never use the parameter. So what is the meaning here? Suppose reuse maximum is unlimited or reuse time is unlimited. Here example I am using unlimited. Either one is unlimited. What will happen? If any one parameter is unlimited, then you cannot reuse the old password J2. Already my password is what? Jinan J2. Connect, you see. Alter user Jinan, identify J11. I change the password. Clear or not? Reuse time. So alter user Jinan, identify J2. Now I did. Now I want to use the old one. No, I can't. Alter user Jinan, identify J3. Second attempt also I did. Maximum what? Reuse maximum is 2 times. So I can use maximum. I should use the two times. I should change. Again alter. Now again try. Again also coming, not coming. Because reuse maximum is you should before that you should do what? 2 times. So reuse time. So it is not coming. It is not coming the things. Either unlimited means what will happen? Either anyone unlimited, you can't able to use the never use the password, same password. If both is set, parameters unlimited, then Oracle data ignore both and user can use the password anytime. So if you're mentioning or unlimited mentioning also same, that is the meaning. For example, if you don't mention this, no problem. If you mention unlimited, both are same. That's what. So connect password with SysDBA, alter profile, unlimited. You see here, previously either one unlimited means you never use. Both parameters unlimited, then you can reuse the password. Alter is a Xenon profile. Now connect with profile J13. Suppose that is what alter password we did it here. Correct or not? Latest one. J3. Alter user Xenon identify by Jin. This way I use. Again I want to use this. Again I want to use this. J13 I can use because it is both are unlimited. That's why I can use again the same password here. So this is what the first time whenever we use the password here. So now we can see the password. Controlling password aging and uh, expirations. This is another one. Before that I will finish this tutorial like this. Then we can go to end because I want to complete this. Then we can see the